have Evernote, I have Apple Notes, I have email, I have Slack, I have WhatsApp. I have every version of a text data entry application that exists on my computer. But when I'm on my Zoom calls in a meeting, it's this.
I've been on a mission. And I've been on a mission to be more productive and efficient with my time and my life as a whole. Because one of my primary goals is to make more videos. Make more videos, take more photos, but be efficient within that process. Scheduling content. How many reels can I make? How many can I plan? When does this video go out? When does this person want this video done? That is, in a sense, my entire life. So it makes sense for me to streamline that in some capacity. What type of videos am I making? Where am I gonna make those videos? Who can help me with certain videos? And logically, a notebook, for me, has been the best place to do this. To-do lists, shot lists, gear for sale, calls and meetings, production meetings, brand meetings, all things contributing to this world live in this notebook. So how can I use this in the most efficient means so that it helps me ultimately make more videos? That's the goal. Now, I want to chat with two people that I think can specifically help me in this field. They track things to the most extreme levels. I'm talking everything that they do for every waking minute of every single day is recorded. That gives you the ultimate bird's eye view on your entire life, where you can trim the fat, where you could use more, zero excuses, accountability, and it all starts with this, a notebook. Now, I've made different videos about notebooks, how to track your habits, how to journal, your best pen recommendations, where to keep it all, why these few pages stapled together can actually change your life and make all the difference when it comes to your creativity and being able to wrangle it. But there's layers. Just like I can show you how to track your habits, we can go deeper. In this episode, we go deeper. And I wanna know if this is something that I can implement into my life to make me even sharper, an even better fine-tuned instrument than I feel like I am now. Because my philosophy is you can always improve. Doesn't matter what peak you stand on, doesn't matter where you are in your career, there is always room to get better. There is always room to sharpen. And this journey starts in Casey's office.
You're so much shorter than me. I have to like hold the camera at my chest.
You shoot up.
Oh my god, because look, I'm like a giant green bean, dude. Like you're a very nostalgic person. And I like that about you.
Nostalgia is my favorite and most feared emotion.
I'm gonna write that in my journal.
But there's something about it that is practical. Like, I don't do this to be romantic. I do this because it's functional. But the romance comes from when the book is full and I close it and it goes up on the shelf, and then I have a book called Studio Notes from January 2026. And it means nothing now, but just like when I was like getting lost looking at my notebook from 25 years ago, maybe there'll be some day when I look back at this and I'm like, I remember those conversations. And maybe there's value in that. I don't know. If my great-grandmother was alive today, Peter, maybe she would look at this from 1944 and be like, oh, I remember that day when I met with Ethel. And she would find value in that.
They don't name them like that anymore, do they?
Ethel. I mean, my daughter's names are Francine and Georgina. Yeah. Old lady names I have particular panache for. Penchant? What's the word?
I don't know. You're a man of words.
I'm fond of old lady names. These are awful.
Yep.
Every one of them.
Yep. Do you ever read them? Do you ever go back?
I mean, this is pre-smartphone.
Yeah.
So this is like if you go into it, it's like all the phone numbers of the people that I need to be in touch with, and then just like, specific notes. Like, this is a page just called Dominate. It looks like a plan for global domination. Not even remotely joking. This is a microfilm printout of Andy Warhol explaining beauty.
It's almost like a bit of a scrapbook, eh?
Well, this is, you think of your iPhone, you whip it out, you take a photo of something. When you need to write something down, you send it an email. Like, this is a floor plan of the ping pong bar in Berlin called Dr. Pong from July 18th, 2003. And this is the full layout.
Why?
This is like, clearly on the 24th, I needed to be at Tempelhof Airport at 11:30 a.m. to fly to Salzburg. I haven't looked at this one in a while. This is a layout of my plane from, I can't read that word, to Salzburg. Specifications is a Saab 3400.
Detailed. What did you write today?
It was just notes on a phone call. Like the inspirational notebooks are a thing of the past, man.
They don't have to be.
Well, you're right, but I think now most of like what would end up in a book then manifests into videos.
Now that line right there, pause, that's the money line. Most of the things I would have recorded into a journal end up manifesting into videos now. I've never thought about it that way. I have journals and journals and I have dozens and dozens of these just from last year, filled with thoughts and feelings and stories and ideas. And to think that all of those entries could potentially be videos in and of themselves, stories in and of themselves, blows my mind. And it seems so obvious. It's all right there. But it took that one thing from Casey to unlock it. So instead of writing about a conflict or a way that I'm feeling or something that I need to improve on, perhaps that is, in a sense, the plot to the next video. That one line might unlock more videos. So I'm already headed down the right path. How can this help me make more videos?
You don't think there's a world for both?
No, I do think there's a world for both. Sorry, this has just got me in the terror. Yeah. I'm reading about the Iliad. What I used to do is when I'd go on trips, adventures, now they're trips, then they're adventures, I would dedicate a single notebook to that journey. And then the journey was like, what's called a clip book? Scrapbook?
Yeah, scrapbook.
So it was like
airplane tickets, receipts, stuff you've eaten.
Yeah,
like
and then
things from
minute
hotels.
by minute. So
Yeah.
everything I did in every single day, napkins, like all the specifics of what happened on and in any given trip. Like that's pretty cool. This is the most psycho journal I ever did. So from Sunday, February 29th, 2004, it's 22 years ago, until, let's see when the last entry was, 6/19/2005. On one sheet of paper would be 16 squares. Each square was a day. These are the minutes of my day. So it's not about how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking or inspirations or it's literally like minute by minute what I did every
What would be the
single-
purpose of that?
I don't know. Record?
It's pretty sick though. I won't lie.
No data recorded on 3/27/04 due to severe illness. Written in retrospect.
You see, you always hear people say time is our greatest asset. It's our most valuable commodity, and it's true. You don't know how much of it you have, and you can never get it back. These types of systems help us manage that, and any system that can help me manage it, improve it, sharpen it, I'm willing to listen. But to this day, it remains one of my greatest adversaries. I procrastinate, I wait so long to start things. Having too many tasks can cripple me. I have great ambition and I have great drive. It's not for a lack of wanting, it usually comes down to time. I don't have time to do it. So how can I take this book here and this pen, put them together, and come up with a way to solve all of this? That's my goal. But I gotta learn from the best.
Okay, this is it. I haven't gone back here in a long time, Peter. Let's see what the first entry
What
is.
the heck is this?
This was every movie stub. Rush Hour 2. Steven Spielberg's AI. 7/3/2001. But then on the back, I write the name of who I went to the movies with. So it's a way of like obviously tracking the movies that I saw then, but moreover, there are patterns in who I go to the movies with. You know, where I stopped, and I remember this happening, was when they stopped printing out these like really cool movie theater tickets and they started to just print out these shitty receipts.
Yeah, like the thermal paper ones.
And thermal paper, like you can see here, like I even wrote it on the ticket because it already faded in my pocket, like when I went to see Gravity. And now it's just an app. Not only is this a moment in time that doesn't exist anymore, but I'm not sure you could do this today because you wouldn't have that physical ticket.
Now, my friend John takes data recording, habit tracking to the absolute tip of the spear. Perfect reference for this old 80s shirt.
All right, I just drove all the way out to Niagara Falls, basically, so that I could, log that thing. It's gone when I get back, for sure. I had to hear it from John himself, how this guy tracks every 15 minutes of his day every day without fail, hasn't missed for like 100 days. It makes zero sense. This wasn't a text, this wasn't a FaceTime, this had to happen in person. To press the doorbell, so there you go.
Oh my gosh, that was fast.
Come on
right
in.
there. How's it going, dude?
Good, man, come on in.
Years back, almost 7 years ago, John and I made a video about notebooks, tracking, logging, recording habits, using a notebook to find patterns and make your life better. Since then, he's adopted some of my habits and I'm adopting some of his. Most recently, where he tracks every 15 minutes that he's awake.
I can barely color grade sometimes. This makes no sense to me.
Every single thing that he does, everything that happens, every 15 minutes. Will it change how I go about my daily life? Will it change how I work? Or will it just be a waste of time? So I drove out to visit John to do this thing one more time.
Yeah, I don't write it down like every 15 minutes on the dot. I don't have a timer that goes off. It's every task switch. When I'm done with this project, when I'm done talking to that person, when I'm done with my drive, when I'm done having a hot tub, like, then I catch up.
This sounds absolutely insane, but I have to know why he does it and what it could possibly do for me.
Getting all the goods right now. All the secrets, all the goods. We're gonna be journal masters. Not even journal masters. We're gonna be tracking masters. Track master, okay? Professional tracker, not in the woods, that's different.
Every single task, every 15 minutes of every day for 200 days. Now, like he mentioned, it's a lot for a lot of people. Some people, that might work great for, but that's a commitment. You now, beyond tracking your 8 critical tasks, you track every 15 minutes of your day and you haven't missed for
211-ish days.
and how do you, so you track every 15 minutes for
that I'm awake. Yep, of everything that I'm doing. And I want to see, well, we'll talk all about it. I want to see patterns. I want to see habits. I want to see when I stay up late. I want to see how I work in chunks. I want to see when I waste time. I want to see what I waste time on. We have no time. I'm out of time. I got so much stuff to do.
I was playing Tetris all morning.
As the owner of this company, I'm not really accountable to anybody. And this holds me accountable to myself. And now if I'm doing something, I know I'm going to write it down. And there's like the guilt, the oversight, the like whatever. Not for everybody, absolutely. But it's, as someone who's never tracked their time ever, I don't know how long I spent on a project.
I've never done it.
Yeah, I've never done it either. I've never really worked a job. I don't clock in. I don't track my time.
Okay, we have to do this properly.
Here we go.
Are these all full?
Yes, these are all completely full. I've started numbering every one, so I'm on number 26 now. I carry 2 now. I'm a 2 notebook kind of guy.
You carry 2?
Yep.
Why do you carry 2?
Because I have them separated. So one's my time tracker, and one is actually inspired by your last video, and it's this. This is almost identical to what you did.
I love to see it.
And I've been doing this for over a year.
I love it. Every month?
This is a 2-week period, 2-week chunk.
Every 2 weeks for over a year you've been doing it?
Yep, exactly.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's literally more consistent than what I've been doing.
Okay.
We keep going.
All right.
2 notebooks.
Yep, 2 notebooks.
Unbelievable.
So this one tracks kind of 2 things. I've got cool things that happened today, which I think was one of your things.
Yep.
So just every day I got to write down something that was cool.
Yep.
This last week, Leif and I visited Peter McKinnon. You made one of the cool things.
I made it in.
Yep. And then this tracks my sleep, when I went to sleep, when I woke up, and how much sleep I got.
Yep.
In all different colors, so I can see patterns all over the place. And then this tracks Monday through Sunday, 2 weeks, when I fell asleep, how much sleep I got, did I work out and for how long, what's my weight, did I have breakfast, did I compliment somebody, did I be a technician at work, did I work on biz dev, did I work on marketing, did I work late, did I go on my night walk and how long, did I work on watchmaking, did I do my power list, did I work on a project, and these are all projects that I'm working on.
You literally do it better than I do it.
I got inspirations from you, buddy.
I got to step up my game.
Yeah.
I had to give it a shot. So for the last day, I've tracked every 15 minutes of everything that I've done all day long. Wake up, get dressed, breakfast/loadout, driving, phone with sister, meeting with Adam, right down to chunks, 9 to 9:15, 9:15 to 9:30, 9:30 to 9:45, driving, Grain Nation, downtown at the lab, Instagram, driving, it's a lot of driving. Here's my findings. Yes, it's helpful to look back and see in chunks where you spent the majority of your day doing whatever you were doing. But I've found over the last at least just 5 days, to keep in mind only 5 days, nothing in these pages really jumps out at me as things that I would never have realized. If I wasted time today, I likely know where I wasted that time. If I spent time in the car, I know where I went. I know roughly how much time I spent in the car. So for me, documenting everything every 15 minutes is kind of a waste of my time. I don't see how that would actually help me make more videos, take more photos. That is not implementation that works for me in my life when it comes to a journal. Now, writing down tasks to see if I got them done today, that helps me. Creative ideas and feelings and workflow, those things help me. They either remind me things or they inspire, which could potentially end up being video ideas. They inspire tasks that I need to get done. They inspire new ways of thinking, someone I need to call, and in Casey's sense, potentially an idea for a video. I think it's cool to record what you did in a day, but I don't think I need to do every 15 minutes. But more so, this needs to be more of a book of creative inspiration. That's where my biggest source comes from.
We are very similar in many different ways. But I think journaling and using a notebook is where we completely differ, because this is how I've been journaling recently.
Okay.
Look through this. So I've not been handwriting at all in this book.
It says no handwriting.
No handwriting allowed whatsoever. I've been typewriting every single entry and then taping them into the book after the fact. So it's like the complete opposite of time efficient.
Here we go.
It is absolutely...
Oh, the library thing?
Yeah, so like that's my running log, dude. So like,
so when you run.
Yeah, so when I run...
You put this in the typewriter?
I put it back in,
That
dude.
is so sick. And it's very easy to track too much data, and it's pointless at some point. I'm doing it because for the fun, for the love of the game kind of thing, but at some point I'll delete things. I'm like, I don't need to track that anymore. It's stupid. It's not valuing me.
Yeah, or it did what it needed to do.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. Literally, I'll type on anything.
Nice, $2. You're typing this. Holy cow.
Oh, and that's on a typewriter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of them have like different fonts, right? Like cursive. Something like this.
These are stunning.
Yeah, so like this would be like...
It's like, Tuesday, 3C, cold, Americano and pour over, visit from Kirk, phone from family, FaceTime with Alex, editing for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
That's your
So sometimes
log.
just snapshots.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
And then I might do like a late afternoon coffee update if like...
This is
like an
typed?
extra... That's all typewriter, yeah.
The font is like beautiful.
Yeah. That's something that blows people's minds. Is that typewriters have different fonts, basically, typefaces. So you can get cursive ones, you can get serif ones, you can get non-serifed ones. Like, it is endless.
Is it switch out every single key?
It's a whole different typewriter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have different typewriters
I have
set
10.
up for different...
I have 10. Yeah.
Do you go back and read through these?
I do, yeah. Because this feels like more like artsy and stuff. And
Move
like,
the needle. Editing most of the day.
This is so Move beautiful. The needle felt good. Like my daughter like writes, or my son and my kids write little notes. I'll put them in like an envelope and slide them in. Or pictures with like actual...
Are these your pictures?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just from New York and like the hotel, like room 812 and... So
that is absolutely special.
As someone that's constantly needing to come up with ideas, creative treatments, turning those things into viewable content, photos, trips, all of that stuff recorded into here, that's how I like to use a notebook. Now, if you compare it to Casey, I don't need the layout of a restaurant or the layout of a plane, but I would keep the receipt, I would keep the boarding pass, those types of mementos that I could then probably put in a journal later on. Those things, sure. But I think it's interesting seeing two different individuals and seeing how they use these types of tools in very different ways. But then realizing in the very end, neither of those things work for me. Those are two processes that I have no use for. I use this in my own way. Just like you watching at home probably use yours in your own way. I think the takeaway from this is using something to help you get to the next level. Always moving forward, always improving, always sharpening. What systems can you put in place that help you get to the next level, help you get to the next day, help you get to tomorrow? And that's where the value lies. Now, I still think a notebook is one of the best ways to do that. Both Casey and John had great points. The romance of being able to look back at these things and potentially get inspired. The precision recording that lets you look back and see where you could improve practices. That's useful to some people. A pen and some paper. Two largely overlooked tools, but two of the most useful that everybody should be implementing. This isn't a lens that costs $3,000. And you can find pens literally anywhere. You could write on some Post-it notes. You could steal a pen from a friend. This costs nothing, but what you can gain from it, everything.